Oh god. What the Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Vivian, and in today's video we're going to be doing a reading vlog. And I have been doing very hyper specific reading vlogs for the past 2 to 3 weeks, I think. And so this week I kind of want to take things slower and just read books that are on my March TBR, because I have been neglecting that pile. Right now I kind of am not feeling a romance and I do want to pick up a fantasy, and I am reading a fantasy book right now. The one I have with me is One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake, and this is an urban fantasy standalone Romeo and Juliet retelling about two rival witch clans. And I'm currently in the middle of this. I just started it this morning. I'm at page 34. This was the only standalone book that I had on my TBR, and the rest of the books, they're either a part of a series or they're the first of a series. I'm not really feeling those books right now, and so I decided to pick this one up first. We're just gonna try our best to get through this as slowly as possible. I'm just gonna be mood reading. I have been going through a lot of stress this past few days and just a lot on my plate going on, and with my personal life that I need to deal with, and so I kind of just want to take things slowly. I feel like I've been powering through my previous 2 reading vlogs. I've been reading like 4 to 5 books each week. I'm gonna enjoy my read of this. I've been having fun so far. I don't really know what I'm supposed to expect with this book, but I've been having fun, so that's all I need to tell you guys. I'll probably continue reading this once I'm done with work because I have so much on my plate right now. I've been feeling so stressed out that my skin hasn't been looking the best too, so I'm gonna catch up with you guys once I've done a little bit more reading with One for My Enemy, and then we'll go from there. I wanted to give an update because I haven't given an update in like a few days. These past few days has been a little bit difficult on me. I have been really stressed out, not really feeling like reading, also not really feeling like updating, because when I film something it takes a lot of my energy, and so I just haven't had lots of energy. But I also feel like this might be because I'm gonna get my period soon. I did end up reading a lot today. In my current state, it's a lot of reading, but I am currently reading One for My Enemy, and I am now at page 172. Things that I'm not expecting to happen actually happened, and I'm really not sure how the plot is gonna go at this point. I am starting to get really sad about the things that are happening in here, but hopefully we'll have some positive scenes in this book, because at this point it's just like a lot of bad things going on. I also feel like her writing is really lyrical. That is it for my current update. I don't really know when else I'm gonna update you guys. I am gonna go now. I'm gonna read a little bit more. Hopefully I'll be done with this tomorrow. I am much too lazy to move to my bed, so we're gonna deal with the not so great lighting. I am officially done with One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake, and I am honestly really happy about this. I feel very fulfilled finishing this book because I feel like I've put this off for such a long time, and I don't really know why. Again, I always put books off for a very long time with no reason. It really helped that this was on my March TBR, because I think I wouldn't have picked it up if it wasn't on my TBR. So I have a few conflicting thoughts about this book. First of all, I don't feel like the magic system of this world is explained enough. The magic that these witches contain are not explained well enough, especially the main character, Marya Antonov's magic. I do not understand how it works. I do not understand the complexities behind it, because everyone else's, like her sisters, they were all explained pretty well, but hers in particular I feel like is just not explained enough. They say that she's very powerful, but to what extent? So I don't get that part of the book. Second, if I say it, it's gonna be a minor spoiler, so I'm not gonna explain too much. It's gonna sound a little bit vague, but basically what happened at the end of the book, I didn't understand why it had to happen that way. I didn't understand why there was a need for things to be that dramatic. And lastly, there are basically 2 main romance lines in this book. Masha and Dmitri are the main couple, and then there's another one called Sasha and Lev. Those two, Sasha and Lev's story, felt very insta-lovey. Their romance felt off to me. I did like the main character's romance, but theirs I just couldn't get into. Yeah, those are my full conflicts of this book, so that's why I do not know what to rate this book. I do love the writing and I do love the storytelling. It's very poetic. It's just very Romeo and Juliet-esque. I think I need to sit on it for a bit, but yeah, those are my conflicted thoughts. Everything else was great except for those 3 key points, but I do have to say that I'm very happy that I did finish this, so yeah, finally done with One for My Enemy. Now that we're done with this, I'm gonna pick up my next book. I have the 4 books that are left on my March TBR. I have another one on my Kindle, When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, but I recently quit my KU subscription because I felt like I didn't really need it right now. I for sure am pretty confident that I'm not gonna be able to finish my March TBR, mainly because I am not feeling this book. I'm gonna put this off. And then we have Long Way Down by Kirsten Becker Ritchie. I do want to read this. This is one of my highly anticipated reads, especially because now I have Some Kind of Perfect, which is like the last book of this series. But honestly, not in the mood for a romance. So now we're down to last 2 books, which are basically both fantasy. Feybound by Sarah L. Arifi, and This Is Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. My thought process is that I do want to read this one first because I have the second book of this completed duology, and this is an ongoing trilogy. So I think I'm gonna pick this one up. I think this is gonna be my next option. This book is pretty familiar to me because it's part of the Secret Shanghai series. The first book is These Violent Delights. That one is a completed duology, and this is a spin-off of that duology. So I do want to read this. It's pretty familiar. The characters are familiar to me, so that's why I do not mind picking this up. It just seems like a good option at this point. And then maybe after that, I'm gonna pick up Long Way Down. So we're gonna pick up Foul Lady Fortune. If you guys do not know, this is set in 1931 Shanghai. So this is historical fantasy, and basically you're following Rosalind, who is an assassin, and she, back in the days, something happened to where she almost died, and then she was resurrected to life. But then when she came back to life, stopped her from sleeping and aging and allows her to heal from any wound. So essentially she is immortal, and that's how she became an assassin. But other than that, I don't really know what the plot of this is going to be, and I love going into Chloe Gong's books blind. I also really just want to start this right now, so I am going to start reading this tonight. I'll let you guys know if I have any updates tomorrow morning. Guys, I am here to give an update on Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. I just came back from my dinner and I am so tired. I do have some updates on Foul Lady Fortune. So I did start reading this yesterday night, and I am now up to page 122 of this book. I have read Chloe Gong's other work, which is These Violent Delights and Our Violent Ends, and I did enjoy that duology. I feel like this one, the writing is so much better. I really like the writing in this. I just feel like it's more poetic. Sometimes I feel like with books that are way too poetic, like if the prose is too beautiful, it's hard to grasp the meaning of the words. But with this one, it's just so easy to understand, but also it's really beautiful. This is also set in 1931 Shanghai, and so I would say it's like semi-historical fiction because there is some historical aspect towards the book. This is a period of colonization. There is the Japanese imperialists who are coming in to invade China, and I love seeing that aspect because it's really interesting to see how history plays a role into this book. The fantasy world is done so well, and I really like reading about the 2 main characters that we have. We follow a few characters in here, but the romance that are happening between these 2 characters is so interesting. I do love the MMC. I remember not really liking Roma, but Orion, who is the MMC in this book, is very interesting. Feels like his backstory is gonna help set the pace of the plot, and so it's a very interesting book, and I'm having a lot of fun. Feel like the read is just so much easier with this book, and I also feel like I'm having a lot more fun with this book. I just love the historical aspect of this book. As somebody who is Chinese and understands a lot of the Chinese words in this book, reading about it is just such an interesting experience, and I do love this. I'm gonna go now. I'll give a morning update tomorrow, and then I'll let you guys know just where I am at with this book tomorrow morning. Sorry for looking like an egg. Quick update, because I actually haven't given you guys an update for 2 days, I think. Yesterday I barely read, so I didn't give an update, and then I started reading today. So I wanted to give an update before I continue on reading, because it's only 3 p.m. right now and I still have a lot of time, and I am pretty confident I can get this done today. So I'm at chapter 37. This is page 386. I don't remember the last time I gave you guys an update. I think it was like page 200 or something. I am at a part of the plot where things are like finally picking up. We're getting crumbs of romance in here, so I just really like the little romance scenes that we're getting. This book is definitely way better than these Violent Delights, at least in my opinion. Writing wise and plot wise, it felt like that duology was a little bit harder to read, but this one was so easy to read, and I love the plot. This follows like a mystery plot that is connected to the communists and the nationalists and the Japanese imperialists, and I just really like seeing how things are unfolding. I don't know where things are gonna go. Like, I cannot guess who the bad people are, what they're kind of doing. I can't guess anything. It makes sense for these things to happen, but I don't know why these things are happening. Like, the why is just probably gonna blow my mind. I'm excited to actually finish the book and figure out the mystery plot, because I cannot guess anything at all. I'm only stopping and not being able to read so quickly because I actually have so much work to do. Just the writing is also really good, really fast paced, also have really interesting side characters too. I'm gonna continue reading. I'll let you guys know once I'm done with the book, but I am loving this so much. Very precautious part of the book. Wait. Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. Literally could not speak about this book just now, so I ended up pausing to kind of collect myself, and now I'm back to talk about this book. The last like 100 pages were like explosions after explosions after explosions, literally non-stop, constant reveals of things happening. Like, I'm not kidding you. Every single mystery puzzle in this were literally solved and revealed in the last 100 pages. Also, it's raining, so if you guys can hear like water, it's raining outside. I'm still at awe at the things that happened, because wow, I did not expect that. And the thing is, if I read in between the lines, I probably would have, like I probably could have, but I'm not smart enough to guess it, so that took me completely by surprise. I'm not okay. Oh my gosh, it was heartbreaking. Oh my gosh, this was so good. I choked on my own saliva. That was intense, amazing. The romance plot was just so good. The mystery plot was even better. That was so good. That was so good that I'm speechless. Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. My review is just me getting shocked by whatever happened.